It's Gold Rush, the game. It's called anyway on Steam, and you probably know of this game. It's a game based on the TV show Gold Rush on Discovery, and this is actually a really nice game. I quite enjoy it. I've played 22 hours so far. Come a little bit. Bought some things. I haven't bought everything yet, but still I'm making progress, I think, anyway. So let's dive into this game. I like it. It's kind of fun, although I must say, if you devs are watching this, it has a lot of bugs. Like, the dozer is not optimized because it doesn't have any horsepower yet. I mean, it's really slow because you have a little patch of dirt or something like that, and you try to drive over it, and it doesn't have the horsepower to do that. It has quite a lot of speed actually, but it needs some more oomph, you know, some more torque to get over those piles of dirt. And a dozer shouldn't have that problem, but it has in this game. And as well as the wheel loader or the front loader or whatever the name of the loader is, whatever it's called, it's that this one over here doesn't have the power, and it's more glitchy than anything. I mean, you can't drive over small patchments of dirt and just get stuck on them, and you probably have to reset it, and you lost your bucket of gold, hopefully gold anyway, but everything you had in your bucket is gone away. And as well as the mechanics of the, what's it called, bucket on the front loader, I mean, it's not really perfect. I mean, it's kind of doesn't have that flow somehow that a real loader has. It's not even close to a real loader when it comes to the flow. I mean, I use when I'm walking around like this. I'm going to give you a tour here of my claim really soon. But when I'm driving around here, no, I mean when I'm walking around, I use my keyboard and mouse just because I want that feeling of, yeah, I don't know, it feels better anyway. And when I use a vehicle besides the pickup truck, I actually use an Xbox controller. So this is an old Xbox 360 controller, but it works, so it's fine by me. It does have a cable and everything, but who cares? It works. So I use this to drive the dozer, the excavator, the wheel loader, but the movement of the buckets or the bucket on the wheel loader aren't that good because I use it. Maybe I'm putting the bucket further up on into the air, but actually it's not moving that great. But anyway, it's not that perfect. Hey mate, welcome to the live stream, I guess. Ah, you're in the concert. Ah, no problem, mate, no problem. Enjoy your concert, mate. I'm really envious of you. I hope that's a good show. Please tell me what band you're watching, because I'm really envious of you right at the moment. So please tell me what band you're watching. But anyway, back to this. So when I'm using my bucket to go up into the air, because I want to maybe unload it in this wash plant here, it's actually like, yeah, it's stuttering up or doesn't have the power to go up. It feels like, okay, I hope you enjoyed the show, mate, and please tell me what band you're going to watch, because I'm really envious of you going to a concert right now. But anyway, it doesn't have the power to go up. But I'm going to show you the claim here, and I know a lot of people and a lot of YouTubers, a lot of streamers are actually complaining about this game when it comes to the flow in it. I mean, there's some aspects of the game that actually isn't that great yet, but it's still enjoyable. I think it has potential, really good potential. A lot of streamers are saying as well that the dump truck isn't that good of a tool to use, because maybe the devs need to do like a patchment or flat surface somewhere near the placement of the wash plant to actually use it in a good way, because you have to like dig it out and yeah, you need to unload the dump truck there and then use the wheel loader to load the wash plant. But I think if the devs are actually watching this, and I hope you are, because my stream is great, actually they should make this a little bit more taller. I mean, not the wash plant itself, but this ramp over here. Because if you drive up to it with the dump truck, you back it up and you can dump the dump truck straight into the wash plant. That would be an awesome thing, instead of using the wheel loader, because that would be awesome, I think, anyway. And it shouldn't be that difficult to do, because I mean, if I'm thinking about it, you can actually use the wheel loader to build yourself a ramp over here. Just unload a couple of buckets of dirt and then use the bulldozer to shovel it up to a ramp, for making a ramp with it, and then you can dump the dirt from the dump truck into the wash plant. Yeah, it's kind of a long process, but still it's doable. But if the devs actually make this taller, then you can use the dump truck straight into the wash plant. But let's see when the dump truck is released, if there's some improvements or some nice new features that's making life more comfortable for you as a gold miner. Like my title says, this is more or less in my blood, because probably not every one of you, but some of you know that I work as a miner, or rather I work in a mine as an electrician. So I'm quite familiar with the tools more or less you're using here in real life. Like the wheel loader, I'm more or less using one of these at a daily basis, more or less, at least once a week, at least once a week I'm using it, but more or less every day I'm using it to transport some electrical cable and stuff like that. I'm not using a bucket that much, but you know, fork, what's it called? The pointy things that you lift pallets up with, and drums and whatever. But anyway, so this is the claim, and like I said, I'm enjoying this game quite a lot. I have right at the moment, I'm having this claim over here, and I have rented this claim as well. And this is the place where my workers are actually working at the moment. So they are working on some stuff over there. I just moved the mobile wash plant over here, so they are actually right now using some hog, whatever they are called, hog something, to clean up some gold and stuff. But I have one of those over here. This is one of these set up here, and I know I have a little patchment of dirt left here that I can actually do something with, but I'm waiting with that. So here's my pump. It's cables and water hoses. That runs both to my wash table and my magnetite separator here, and here's a generator just to power these things. I have my truck here, and I have my the thing you collect magnetite in. I don't know what this is called, but that's not the fun part, I think. Anyway, but yeah. Over here's my claim, and I have my wheel loader here, and I use it, but like I said, it's not good, but I try to use it anyway, in some kind of fashion that makes it work. Like if I should go down here and fill one bucket up with gold down here, it actually almost doesn't have the power to drive back up because this is too steep. And if I drive over here, over this little patchment of dirt, and down here and pick up a bucket and drive back, I will get stuck here. I can get stuck on this little dirt here, the pile of dirt here, and I will get so fucking frustrated. But anyway, and I will drive over here. I've done this. I just more or less bought my dozer, and I don't know. Oh, right, it's over there. So I've done this. So my plan is now to take everything in levels. So flatten this out so I can use my small excavator to dig stuff off up from here and put it in here, and use my wheel loader to load it up. That's my plan anyway. But all this more or less I've done with the small excavator and a mobile wash plant, so I'm not that far along. It's a couple of guys that streams this game that are really far ahead from me, so yeah, whatever. I'm doing this in my pace, and I've got some tips and tricks from them, and that's quite nice actually. So I use my Xbox controller here to move this around. Like, I mean, this is first gear on this, and I release it, and it drives quite well. Okay, 10-11 kilometers an hour. That's fine for a dozer, I think. Yeah, it's totally fine. But still, it lacks some power. It really does. Because I want to, like, shovel this up right over here, down here. I can show you now. But yeah, right to my right side there. And I can't do that because this thing hasn't the power to do it. So I change my camera view here. And do this and take this down, and I will go over here. Doesn't use. I'm not that good at driving these machines in real life, but I still know how to operate them, because like a excavator like that one, I've drove one of these a couple of times, and I think they actually made that quite awesome to drive in this game. It's smooth, The bucket action is quite good. Like this. Look at this. Oh, I can get out. Yeah, I need more power. I need more power to these vehicles. Like, this shouldn't be a problem for this kind of machine. It should just run like, yeah, whatever. It should run like buttery smooth or something like that. Right now I'm just trying to set myself up here so I can actually work some, so I have like a platform or yeah, something to work from. I'm trying my best here to actually make this work, but I know it's not ideal to do this because it's not going to be that smooth, but still I'm trying. Okay, I need to put this up a little bit so I can make myself a ramp. Like, they've done an upgrade on this, so actually it you can't dig with it anymore, because you can more or less take the blade and just drive it straight into the dirt, and you can make yourself a quite a big pile of dirt in front of you, and you can dig it out, but you can't do that anymore. I don't know if this is a good way to do this, but it's one way I thought of anyway. Okay. I want to do this. No, I rather want to be able to do this. I want to take the blade like this and put it down and just drive backwards. But you can't do that. What happens if I just lower this a little bit, like this, and drive forward? Okay, that will happen. This is going to help me, but let's try. Okay, I made some progress here. I think I can park this over here, like this, and now I'll use my mouse and keyboard. So I think I can get up here with the wheel loader. I'm not sure, but Yeah, I think so. Anyway, I'm not actually starting up the wash plant and stuff like that. Yes, yet. So, a couple of tips and tricks here. Maybe I'm not the best one to give tips and tricks, but still, I have some. I've watched some players playing this game, and like I said, I actually gotten some tips from them. Like with the dozer, the blade, you should put on some buttons instead of the steering joystick if you're using a controller, and I highly recommend you do in this game anyway. I highly recommend it because it's so much easier. It's so much easier than actually using keyboard and mouse, because if you're using a keyboard and mouse, it's hard to dig with the excavator. There's a bug as well. Okay, let's see if we can get us loose here. Probably can. Come on. Can I drive? Perfect. So that's a bug. I don't know why that happens. I have no idea why that happens. So I need to get back there. Or maybe I should. Nah, I'll go back then. Because I can dig down there and put it up on the slope or platform or whatever. No, it's not a perfect ramp and walkway or plateau, but still, it's making my life easier, and that's the only thing that counts. Okay, make it down here. Like so. my plan is now to actually make some money here so I can buy the big excavator instead, because that's an excavator I want. This will go so much faster. And actually you can, like I said, you can use the wheel loader to put dirt in the bucket directly, so you can just load straight from the pile here, the dirt pile, but it doesn't have the power. It lacks the power to actually drive from there with the dirt in the bucket. So I found that this is actually much easier to do it like this. And it's so much fun to dig with the excavator. I think it's really fun. Okay, if you use the wheel loader and you load it up, you're just driving to the pile down there and load it up, you'll make money faster, but you have to reset a couple of times probably to make some kind of progress, because it's bugging out and doesn't have the power like I said. But you will probably make money faster, probably. Okay, so that pile over there I need to actually get to as well, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to do that. I'm trying to drive this as smooth as I can, but it's kind of hard to drive it smooth. Come on, no. Okay, I probably can't get. Excuse me. So maybe this ain't that fun to watch, but still it's part of the gameplay. So if you watched this game before, you probably know everything about it. What claims there are to get, how to hire workers, and this ain't a tutorial, so I'm just going to play it and show you guys guys my claim and how I do things as I go. But yeah, that's more or less the plan anyway. Okay, I will leave this be, I think, now. And I don't like working at nights. That's kind of boring. It's not boring, but it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. So, this is the trommel, this is the sluice boxes. No, it's down there. And this is the hopper, I think it's called. And I'm going to start everything up, but first I need to fill up on gas. And this is one thing that actually took me a while to figure out. How do you see what kind of level the gas can has? So when this game released and I started to play it, I don't know, but I don't think the level on the side there was implemented. I mean, I think it was only green at the beginning, but now they actually have a level indicator, and that's really good, because I took one can, filled something up, and oh, okay, is it empty now, or does it still have some kind of diesel in it, or fuel? So I had to guess, or I just took a new one and started to fill my machinery up. And when I got to the gas station to fill the buckets or gas cans up again, I saw that no, they weren't empty. They had like more or less half the fuel still in it. So that's probably one thing I need to do as well. It's to get myself a mobile fuel tank. So I drive this machine like this. This is how I drive it, because I like the feeling. You can see so much more if you drive it like this, I think. But still, yeah, need to like now, look. Come on. So that's actually one thing I've done as well. It's to start using the left thumb joystick to control the bucket. think that's a good way to do it, but that's totally my opinion. Okay, and now I can't see anything. So and here we go. Next bucket. Yeah, this machinery totally needs more power. Because when you need to brake as well, it's not doing its job. Like now, I'm trying to brake using the forward, but not. Nothing's happening. Takes a while to engage the forward, and it's kind of annoying when you're trying to load something. Okay. I'm really scared of those small dirt thingies. Don't want to get stuck. So as you saw before as well, I'm not using the big power plant or whatever it's called generator. I'm using the small ones, and it's doing quite well running the whole wash plant. The only thing is, it actually uses up quite a lot of fuel, and I think that's quite appropriate considering it's a small generator and it's powering a whole wash plant. So it should use up quite a lot of fuel to manage to get the output of the current and the wattage that is needed to power the wash plant. So that's actually one thing I'm going to improve as well in the near future. But first of all, I'm going to get myself the big excavator. So my plan is now to unload this bucket here and another one, I think. And then I'm going to turn everything off and sleep until daybreak. Until dawn, I mean. And after that, like, this is really annoying. Come on, stop, goddammit. Like, I need to drive up here, like this, like so, put on the parking brake, and then unload. And release the parking brake, and it's starting to roll backwards, and hit the throttle, so it actually starts moving forward, and try to get this machinery to a halt. But still, yeah. bucket down and take this out. Whoops, come on. And drive forward. I'm trying my best here with the resources I have. And so far, knock on wood, it's going quite well. Off camera, I've only actually fallen down once, so it's going pretty well. So far, knock on wood. So, up here again. Powered through, parking brake, unload the bucket, and there we go. Another bucket successfully unloaded into the wash plant. Full throttle, and now it stops. Come on. Like, I thought about it. Maybe they should have a designated parking or braking button, so you can actually brake fast when you're reversing or going forward, but I'm not entirely sure that's good. Maybe the only thing that's missing is probably power. So if you have enough power that you have the power to shift fast from reverse to forward or either way, I probably think it's going to be a more smoother ride, I think. So like I said, I only one of these, and this actually has only 6,500 kilowatts. That's quite amazing that this little guy can power everything here, like this, the trommel and the hopping table or whatever it's called down there. It's quite amazing, I think, anyway. So, and it uses up a lot of fuel, and I think it's only because of that. Okay, sleep to dawn. And this is something you have to do sometimes as well. Go in here, workers, awaiting. I wonder what this is. Work for 41%. 39, 30, 55. 35, 46, 32, 61, 32, 35, 39, 36, 61, 41, 58. I don't know what that's... I don't know what that means, actually. But who cares? Just going along with it here. Put this up like so. And take a bucket, go over here, put it down, do this, and actually have to do it like that. Oh crap, I forgot about something. Come on. Okay, stay there. Stay there. I just thought of something, actually. I probably can move that whatever it's called over there to down at mats, so I can go down there straight away with empty buckets. But still, I want to shovel that out, but who cares? I only have 797 ounces of gold, and that's only from my workers, actually. I've just sold everything else. Like so. Oops. Parking brake, goddammit. Down and take a bucket like this. Go up here like so. And you jump over here. You put the bucket over here. You take the, yeah, whatever it's called. No, not the, oh. You can take them away, but you can't put them back. And that's unfortunate. So, dip it in the bucket, like so. Like this. Come on. I said, come on. Okay, this is quite annoying. Like I said, this is quite annoying. Okay, I don't think I can dip one more mat in here. Oh, I could. Perfect. But not another one. Oh, right. I only have 2 mats left. Down with this boy. Down here, like so. Take this boy with clean water. Go up. Jump over. Put it down. Jump up here. So, I know I only have like 20% in these miners moss, but like I said, I want the big excavator, and I think maybe not straight away. Maybe I need to do one more cleanup before I can get that one, but still I want to do it. Okay, back to basics. Put this over here, I think. I'm going to put this like here. Then I know I have a bucket down here. And then I take this, put this inside here, like so. And take this as well. Put it inside here. Oh, 4 buckets of gold. I'm going to be rich. Or maybe not. But still, it's fun. So now I need to go up here. You've probably seen this already, everything, in another channel, but still, I want to say everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it, just because I want to explain it, and I think it's fun. put this down here, and you can actually run this through this if you want to, but it's totally unnecessary. Totally. Because you don't need to. No, you don't need to. And you put this on. Because you don't have any magnetite anymore in these buckets. So you can take this cord, put it in here, actually on the back side, on the water hose connection, because that's a bug. And then you pour it in and see the money flowing away. Take the small ones first, I think. Up to 10 oozes already. That's perfect. It's going well, I think, anyway. But I don't know. That oozes. Perfect. And the big bucket with everything, more or less everything in it. Like so. Okay, 11 oozes. It's something at least. It's not what I wanted, but still it's something. Yeah, I wanted the big one. So I'm ready to sluice once more. Let's drive the big excavator now. Can probably make more loads from here without digging anything, but I want to. And I wanted to show you guys as well how everything works. And I've actually done once. I forgot to put in the miner's moss in the big wash plant, and then nothing happens. You don't collect any gold. And that was a waste of time in my opinion. Let's see here. How far can I drive? Can I drive like maybe over here? Looks like it. Need a better angle. Like that. Like if you had a dump truck, you probably could load the dump truck with the excavator and then driving it to the wash plant, and that would be awesome actually. Okay, what happened now? Come on. Like, this is quite awesome, I think, anyway. The movement of the excavator, the animation of the arms, the hydraulics, all that kind of jazz. And actually a new video is probably going to come out next week on my other channel, my tech channel. Just the hints, a preview. No, it's actually a full video, a comparison between two mouses. Okay. I'm going to do this like so. Put it down, jump out, and fall down, and I have a little pile over there. Going to get my bulldozer over here. You can dig if you want to, by hand as well. And put this over here. Do this all day long if you want to. But who wants that? That's no fun. It's more fun to drive machines. That's my opinion anyway. So, go back here. Jump in this bad boy. And we're going to drive this down here. Hope it's playing, yeah. The plane is totally up. I'm going to try without getting stuck. Can't promise anything, but yeah, and try to do this. Like this. And put this down to this height maybe, and drive along. No. like you can see. This is so freaking stupid. Why can't I get out? This is really, really, really annoying. And I mean, this is... like if it had the power a real bulldozer should have, this wouldn't be a problem. Looks that way anyway. I'm free. Woohoo! Let's try this then. This ain't going to work. Or actually crap. Thought I could move this dirt down here. It looks like I can't. That's too bad. That's too bad. Like, this flame is quite large. Actually, it's quite big. It's all over the place here. It's quite big. So I have a lot of material left to dig out. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this show, this little episode here. And I hope you stay tuned for more content from me, and hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to see more stuff from me, and of course follow on Twitch if you want to see me live. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.